Color bearers will advance the colors. Hand salute.
Guard. Halt. Right face. Post. Colors. Present arms. Ready to. Left face. Forward guard.
Chaplain will offer a prayer. All members, guests, and attendants shall remain standing with their cap removed and placed over their heart from the beginning, opening prayers through the POW-MIA ceremony and concluding with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's bow our heads. The Heavenly Father, come back to you again tonight to offer another prayer. We ask that you be with our elected officials tonight and bless them to honor all the new people that are coming in to try to get selected or voted on to be members of this great post. And we ask that you help us make good decisions once we've heard from them. We'll come back to you at the end of this meeting. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
At POW-MIA, empty chair is placed at all official meetings in American Legion as a physical symbol of many American POWs, MIAs, still unaccounted for, from all wars and conflicts involving the United States of America. This is a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in the defense of liberty, and a full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves to this vital endeavor. Please place the POW-MIA cover on the empty chair. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Everyone please recover. Please join me in reciting the preamble of the Constitution of the American Legion in unison. For God and country, we associate ourselves together for the following purposes: to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate a 100% Americanism, to preserve the memories and incidents of our association in all wars, to inculcate a sense of individual obligation to the community, state, and nation, to combat the hypocrisy of both the masters and classes, to make right the master right, to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit to posterity the principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our comradeship by our mutual helplessness. May be seated. I now declare Derek Davis Watson, American Legion Post 233, Department of Georgia, regularly convened. Mr. President, do we have a quorum?
Yes, sir, we have a quorum.
Is that the minutes?
Okay, let me highlight a couple of things on the minutes. Finance report is attached from last month. Legion Rogers report is attached from last month. And Kate, I apologize for the pictures not showing up. We're having printer problems, so anyway, I tried. Color guard. I'll repeat this for the, I think maybe the 100th time. Is that right, Sam? The color guard needs new members, even though we had quite a few tonight. But I saw some pictures of color guards in Iowa where they had like 10 members, and they were all pretty darn ancient. So even though you might be ancient, think about joining the color guard. Okay, turn to the page on the back side. Sea Cadets, this is kind of exciting. We had 3 high school graduates, and 2 are going to the Air Force, and 1 to Georgia Tech. And one of you lucky Legionnaires out there tonight should have a color copy of the writer's report. And if you do, you're winning, or you will win, 2 free meals in the lovely Patriot Grill. Does anyone have a colored? There he is. Joe, that's not colored.
Nice try.
It's in color. Full living color. Hey, go back to sleep. Okay. Any corrections, ramifications, changes? Okay. That's my report.
Now that you've had a moment to look over them, are there any corrections? I'll entertain a motion to accept as presented. James. Second by Mike. Got it? Got it. I'd like to introduce our past commanders that are present with us tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. All in favor, raise your hand. All opposed? Carries. Sorry.
I'll do that.
Past commanders, I know. Our past commanders, Stan Malden.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir, thank you. Mike Burwell.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. And Tom Williams. We have our usual contingency of ex-mayor and former mayor that are with us tonight, as usual. Always good to see you gentlemen with us. Okay, now, if this is in order to make this meeting progress so that we can get to the heart of the whole thing. If you are a new member, or this is, and you're just coming to the post, would you please stand? We are so glad to have you with us. Branch of service. Navy.
Anchors away.
You have a singing career. Don't sit, okay? They need to see who's with what.
Margaret.
Thank you all so much for being here. Let's give them a round of applause. Oh, we have over here. And you're a joined couple, right? No, you're just here. We're glad to have you here. Thank you very much. All right, now let's give everybody a Do we have any other new guests or don't usually come in here that we can recognize you and for what you do? Okay. I want to thank those folks that put on the family fun day here at the Post on Saturday. It promised rain, but it didn't fulfill the promise. It was just hot. But we had a great time. The kids had a great time. You can see their artwork on the pavement outside between the two buildings. We had all kinds of arts and crafts. Had good hot dogs and hamburgers. It was just a good old-fashioned family fun day. And I wish that more of you could have attended.
Great band.
It was a great band. It certainly was. And that was the Wesley and the Ridge Riders band. And strangely enough, I taught the drummer and that was playing and singing, and I also played at the bass player's wedding. So that kind of tells you how old I am. But it was a great band, and it'd be nice to have them be able to come back here again and perform for you. They had a great time. So tonight's election contains some extremely important decisions for each of you who are eligible to vote. But I also wish to express a cautionary note to all who are running for office. I was comfortable in my role as a finance officer for many years. I somewhat reluctantly agreed with Commander Mike Burwell when he asked me to fill the shoes of Senior Vice Commander when the position became unexpectedly open. The roles of the officers are demanding of time, talent, endurance, and creativity. During my tenure, I've experienced moments of joy for those who've worked hard for the benefits of others within the ranks of the post members, veterans in our community. We've been a part of schools and supported their activities. We have directly impacted the lives of those in peril in the sex trafficking trade through our donations. The post has improved tremendously in physical environment. The next slate of officers you elect will bear the weight of hidden grievances and drama that should never occur in a charitable organization, especially one made up of veterans and their families. But this is the plight of many other organizations that are volunteer, not just American Legions. My hope is that Legion members will participate more in the coming year and will see the values of camaraderie and how important it is to present a positive face for our American Legion Post 233 to the public and to one another. So we are going to get them before we go into committee reports, which I know that you're all waiting for with bated breath. I'm going to yield to our Vice Commander Ron Hunt, charge of process of election of the next slate of officers for your post. And I'm going to ask, before I turn that over to him, that Tom Williams make a brief statement. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good evening. Everyone here knows that I am the post judge advocate. That means that I represent the post. This is the second time in the last 4 years that we've had 2 candidates for commander. There's nothing special about this. If you go back there and look at that plaque, Bobby and Mr. Corwin or whatever, they swap back and forth for years, every year. Nothing about the fact that we have more than one candidate is special. I understand that emotions are high. I don't care. All of you in this room had an old sergeant or an old grandmother who taught you how to mind your manners. Tonight is the night to apply those lessons. We will have absolute decorum in this meeting. I don't want to hear snide comments. I don't want to hear any of those things. This is a sacred thing that we are doing. So if you have something snide to say, take it outside. Tonight is an important night and we're going to treat it that way. Toward that end, I want to make a correction to an email that went out. As every judge advocate before me, it is my pleasure to not vote unless I believe that my vote will matter. Why do I do that? Because I don't have a favorite. I will serve this post and whoever is elected, if they'll have me, in my current capacity. I am not supporting anyone unless I have to. That unfortunately got communicated as I would break a tie, which is not the same thing. All right? If for some reason my vote happened to be the vote that broke a tie, you will never know. So there's that. So again, please, absolute decorum. Pay attention, vote well, vote proudly for whoever you choose, but know that this is an important thing that we do and there's nothing all that special about tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. That might be better.
Good evening, Legionnaires. I'm Ron Hunt, Vice Commander of the Post. I will be overseeing the nomination and vote planning procedures. Okay, so what I'm going to do is read the name of the candidates. If there are any new nominations on the floor, you'll be allowed to do that at that time. Once I go through the list, the nominations will be closed. For the position of Post Commander, we have Michael Madsen and Steve Nalbandian. Are there any nominations for the position of Post Commander? Are there any other nominations for the position of post commander? Are there any other nominations for the position of post commander? Okay, nominations for the position of post commander are now closed. For the position of senior vice commander, we have Jeff DeVries and Aaron Newman. Are there any other nominations for the position of senior vice commander? Are there any other nominations for the position of senior vice commander? Are there any other nominations for the position of senior vice commander? Okay, nominations for the position of senior vice commander are now closed. We had one nominee for the position of vice commander. It's been brought to my attention that that person has withdrawn that name from consideration. Are there any nominees from the floor for the position of vice commander? Mr. DeVries.
Tim Dover.
I'm sorry, what's that name?
Tim Dover.
Tim Dober?
Tim, T-I-M,
Yes.
D-A-U-B-E-R-T.
Tim Dober.
Dover.
D-A-U-B-E-R-T, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for the position of vice commander? Yes.
Eric Townsend.
Eric Townsend. Okay. We have Tim Dorbert and Eric Townsend. Are there any other nominations for the position of vice commander? Are there any other nominations for the position of vice commander? Are there any other nominations for the position of vice commander? Okay, nominations for the position of vice commander are now closed. For the position of finance officer, we have Tim Whiteford. Are there any other nominations for the position of finance officer? Yes.
Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. P-E-R-R-Y, I presume? Okay, Steve Perry. Are there any other nominations for the position of finance officer? Are there any other nominations for the position of finance officer? Are there any other nominations for the position of finance officer? Okay, finance officer nominations are now closed. For the executive committee, those are the members at large. We have Tom Darnowski, Brandon Watts, and Chris Wolf. Mr. Watts.
I'd like to recuse myself. Fine.
Okay, Brandon Watts has recused himself from the position.
I'm running, I'm gonna fix my car.
Are there any other nominees or nominations for members at large? Yes, sir.
Jeremiah.
Last name, please.
Shaw, S-C-H-A-F-F.
Jeremiah Shaw. Yes, sir.
Glenn Alley.
Glenn Alley. Okay, any other nominations for executive committee members at large? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ron. I would like to make a little bit of a clarification here. When these guys go to vote, how many executive members, what we used to call executive members, can be on the roster? How many can we have?
If it's, he said you can have up to 15.
So those that were nominated are pretty much in. You don't have to pick. When you go to vote, you don't have to. That's pretty
Yeah, you don't have to pick one person.
Yes.
Basically, it's
Check
a
all the people that are
confirmation.
on the election ballot. Am I correct?
That's our understanding.
Thank you.
If you'll look, and I printed up how many you can have on the executive committee according to our constitution and bylaws.
Commander, it used to be 4. I don't know how many it is now, unless it's changed. It used to be 4.
It's weather bay because it says up to 15.
Commander,
I'm sorry,
we
yeah.
had that changed to 5 members when I was here. Went from 3 to 5.
Went from 3 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. I can have up to 5. Thank you.
Okay, so the names you have are Tom Dorowski, Chris Wolf. Where can you tell me the other names?
Jeremy Shaw.
Jeremy Schaff, and Glenn Allen. Okay, so we have 4 names that are nominated for members at large. Are there any other nominations?
Question, can they stand up so we can see who they are?
Yeah.
Yes, if you've been nominated for Executive Committee member at large, please rise.
Thank
Be
you.
recognized. Okay, are there any other nominations for Executive Committee members at large? Are there any other nominations for Executive Committee members at large? Are there any other nominations for Executive Committee members at large? Okay, that closes the nomination process. So is there a question?
No,
Okay, fine.
Dave's got a point.
Okay, got it.
The
Okay.
officials.
Commander?
Yep. Now comes the time when we invite each of the candidates to come and speak before you. We are timing it to 3 minutes so that it's as equal as we can possibly make it. You got a clock? Okay. So first, I'd like to ask Mike Madsen for Commander. You got it? I got it.
Start the clock, I timed it.
Good evening. All right, fellow Legionnaires, officers, and all the honored guests that we have out this evening. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. 3, more importantly, thank you for your continued service to this post, to our veterans, and to our community. The American Legion has never been just a building or a meeting place. It's more of a promise to me. It's a promise that no veteran stands alone, that service does not end when the uniform comes off. One of the things I often say is that we would never leave a fallen comrade on the battlefield, and I don't believe that we should now. I'm standing before you tonight humbly. I really am. This is such an honor. I'm asking for your support as basically we continue to campaign to be the next commander. I believe deeply in what the American Legion stands for. Veterans helping veterans, mentorship, patriotism, and community service. These values are not just words to me, they're principles. I live by them. Like many of you, I joined the Legion not for recognition, but for fellowship, purpose, and the opportunity to continue serving. If elected, I'm going to focus on 3 core basic priorities. First, strengthening the post. A strong post starts with a strong membership and participation. That means making sure every Legionnaire feels welcome, respected, valued, whether you've been here for 30 years or 30 days. I would love to see an increase in attendance at meetings, more transparency, and a better decision-making process. Our post should be a place where ideas are heard, differences are respected, and teamwork is the standard. Second, supporting the veterans. Many veterans are still fighting these battles long after service. I see this every day at Operation Rally Point. Whether it's with health issues, VA claims, loneliness, even financial hardships. As commander, I'll work to ensure our post is a resource, not just a meeting place. This means a stronger partnership with the VA, better awareness of benefits. I assure you, other than maybe Brendan Watts, There's nobody out here that has more hands and more resources. Nothing a veteran can need or see that he can come to me that I don't have somebody that can work with us. Third is engaging with the community. Our visibility matters. When our community sees the Legion active, engaged, and compassionate, they have a better understanding of our mission. I would like to do what we've been referring to as wear the hat. Anytime we leave this building and we're in any type of official capacity for the Legion, I'm going to require my officers to be wearing the hat and to be wearing basically at least a shirt to signify that they represent the veterans in our community. I'm not running for commander because I think I have all the answers. I'm running because I believe in listening, collaboration, and service above self. In closing, I'm asking for your trust. I'm asking for your vote. Not for my benefit, but for the continued strength of this post. Thank you for your time, your service, commitment to the Legion. God bless America.
Steve Carpenter.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephen Albandian, and I've have the honor and pleasure to serve you in this post, initially as a duty officer, and then Mike Burwell asked me to be senior vice and nominated me, and here I am. I'm not an eloquent speaker. I'm not selling you anything. I'm a doer. In the past 3 years that I've been involved in the post, roughly 3 years, 2 as a senior vice commander, our team has accomplished the following things here. We've updated and secured our Wi-Fi system here in the network systems. We've gotten our security cameras up and running. That had been down for years. We reduced our internet and telephone costs, at the same time improving service. We've updated a Clover point of sale system and included it in a secure network. We've obtained a food service vendor that provides delivery here instead of running out to Restaurant Depot every week. We've upgraded the quality of the food and the service we provide our customers here. We've improved the rental experience, reducing costs and overhead to the post. We've opened a Patriots Grill for lunch for everyone, Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Music, bingo, and trivia on Friday nights in the Patriots Grill. We've invited line dancing to the main hall on Friday nights, some Friday nights. We've gotten bands in here. We started with one Saturday, now we're trying to do 2 Saturdays a month. Repaid, got the parking lot repaid. They're responsibly paying down our loans. Much needed repairs and upgrades to the kitchen have been done, including getting a dishwasher, making everything more sanitary. We've also installed the sinks in the Bobby Boss Pavilion that have been removed years ago. We've been responsible for the rebuilding of the service deck out the back side of the kitchen and painting the awning outside and making repairs to the Bobby Boss Pavilion. Got a new digital sign out here. New websites for the Patriot Grill and the Post, which is a work in progress. Memorabilia displays that members have asked for in the main hall. We expanded our exposure to the community, participating in activities with the city of Loganville, with the Wing Fling, and a Battle of Burgers in Monroe. We had a successful golf tournament and raised funds for here. All these efforts contributed to increased membership and contributing donations, $7,000 a month, $84,000 a year to Operation Rally Point. Personally visiting Post members who are hospitalized or homebound, created a family environment amongst our employees, our patrons, and our members. And the most humbling of things is being there for our brothers and sisters in our darkest and dire moments without fanfare. Being a servant leader to our members and public. Thank you.
And now for Senior Vice Commander, Jeff Reese.
Top limit?
Okay, serious business. Been a Legionnaire since 1996. Became a member here at this post in 2019. And started to get involved. In 2023, November 10, my name was being called for Legionnaire of the Year. I didn't respond to that. My daughter responded to that, and I'm grateful for that. While she was accepting my award, I had a pistol to my head, ready to give up. I'm slowly clawing my way back, getting stronger every day. And in 2019, when I came here, I found a home. And with that, I'd like to continue to make it my home and help other brothers and sisters in need. Thank you.
Aaron Newman.
Good evening, fellow Legionnaires. My name is Aaron Newman. For the last year, I've been duty officer here at the post. I've helped the post generate monies for Operation Rally Point. I've enjoyed that. It's the right thing to do. I have come and cleaned your toilets in your ship. I have mopped your floors. I have picked up the cigarette butts out of your parking lot. I came here a year ago because I wanted to join the Riders. I was looking for brotherhood. I was trying to find a home where I could experience the brotherhood that I had left behind long ago when I left the military. During that time, when I first came here a year ago, Fritz met me out front. He was a little frazzled. He was getting ready for Memorial Day. I came in the next week, I met Steve. He was here, he's here first, he's here last. Steve is, he's got some wonky DNA. There's something wrong with him. He's a servant first. He cares for everybody that comes through the door. He helps veterans. He helps veterans' widows. They need a safe place to sleep. He helps them. They need a job. He finds them a job. They need a car. Here's my keys. Other Legionnaires. You need help putting in a hot water tank. He's there. Why the comments? Do we restart my 3 minutes?
No, he was just asking. I said it's your time. You spot
Yes, it's my time. Thank you. So, I wanted to point that out, that the reason I am here is because of Steve. And I'm going to help Steve as much as I can because I found my brother with Steve Nalbandian. He's a kindred spirit. He has gone in when others have ran away. So have I. And I am here. It's been said that love is said too much. It was said not that long ago. And I'm telling you, I love all of you. And that's why I'm here, to serve you. You vote for Steve, you vote for me. I will continue to clean your toilets and mop your floors, pick up the cigarette butts, and generate the money that's going to, with Steve's clear vision, bring the post into a place where it's going to be here for your grandchildren and mine. That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm going to stay. Fritz asked me to teach CPR when I first came here as well. I had given that up because I see dead people every day. And I continue to do that. And I'm going to teach CPR here as well, despite that. All right, thank you.
remind before that when the speakers are up here, please give the respect of everyone speak. Okay, next for the position of Vice Commander, we have Tim Dober. If you'd like to say anything.
Good evening. My name is Tim Daubert. I don't have a speech prepared because I did not know I was going to get nominated. My background as a Legionnaire, I was in the Miami Lakes, Florida, American Legion, Post 144, from about 2010 to 2023. I was their Vice Commander for the last 8 of those years. Came here from Miami, been here for the last 4 years. Besides being a jarhead, I'm here for you. Thank you.
Okay, Eric Townsend, would you like to say anything?
Good evening, Legionnaires and guests. I am Eric Townsend. No, I'm not a Marine. I wasn't in the Army. I did serve in the Navy and the Air Force. I don't clean toilets. I don't teach CPR. But what I do is I am here for my brothers and my sisters. I am here for their families. Where I mostly stay here is back there with the cadets, with the Sea Cadets and the Civil Air Patrol cadets. That's where I am. I joined this post because DeVries back there talked to me for several years. And then Steve up here convinced me. It was these two gentlemen were the reasons why I joined this post. That's why I'm here. If you're looking for a political animal, I am not him. If you're looking for a brother, I am that person. And that is it. Thank you.
Okay, for the remaining positions, the net required is, actually, I'm sorry, Finance Officer, Tim Weicker. Is Tim Weicker here?
No, he's in Peru.
Okay, Tim Weicker is not here. Steve Perry, would you like to say anything?
Good evening. I have been a member of this post for, what's the day? 12 days. I was nominated for this position in large part because of that. Last month there were some interesting questions. My background is accounting. Accounting and tax. I take on the IRS for a living. What I would bring to this post, and I hate this word, but it's transparency. It's transparent as that piece of glass back there. I will be at every meeting that I possibly can be at. If there's a question having to do with the finances, it will be answered that night. I will also explore areas where we're losing money and why. Big deal to me. This is a non-profit. We shouldn't be losing money for fundraisers. So, and I don't know why, but I think if we dig in and look, we can find out. I am an expert in spreadsheets and how to interpret them. And I will present to this membership where every penny goes until you throw me out the door saying, too much! If that's what you're looking for, that's me. Look for a politician, and that ain't me. Thank you.
Okay, for the executive committee members, there's no requirement to speak, but if you would like to say something to the post membership, you're welcome to. Tom Dombrowski, would you like to say anything? Okay. Chris Wolf, would you like to say anything to the post? Jeremy Schaff, would you like to say anything? Okay. And Glenn Alley, would you like to say anything? Okay. No. Okay, that concludes the speeches. Okay, Boyd, we can explain how this is going to work.
Okay, talking to our judge advocate, and the two of us got together, and there are 3 ways that we can assure that you're actually a paid-up member. I have it on my laptop. We have a form here or a roster that we can check, but we'd like to actually see your membership card. But when you come forward, just line up over here at this table, and Ron and myself and Don Williams will commence to give you a ballot. And then when you finish your ballot, bring it back up and put it in a box. And then afterwards, Ron will be in charge of counting. And we should have Tom help with that too. So if there's no snafus or anything underhanded going on. And so that's the plan. Any questions?
Okay, in the interest of avoiding long lines, we'll call you up a couple of tables at a time. So have the necessary IDs and such. So there are, over here at this side, let's have eligible members to vote on those last 4 tables over there. And we'll sweep the area. And once you get your ballot, you can cast it then. We'll get this done in an orderly fashion.
I'll get them, Fred. Thank you,
Okay, we're obtaining pins. Okay, Mike, Nelson, Al. Hey, Paul, you and Nadia. Yes, thank you. That table.
If it's a rule, it's a rule.
Okay, Tom, 3 next tables.
Break the colors. Point of order, don't break the colors.
Calm down.
Be mindful of breaking the colors.
If I may, sir.
Excuse me, all point of order. I just wanted, it was brought to my attention that there was a notion that our bylaws required a person to have been a member of this post for 1 year prior to holding office. That is not true. Okay, so our bylaws are very specific that a member, any member of the post who is in good standing is eligible to hold office. However, you may only hold one office at a time. That is the rule. Thank you for the question. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Ralph, your table. James, stand by. If they're casting a ballot, you can come up and get yours. So, Mike, Stan, and James, and this whole row right here. Rise and vote.
They're all sleeping.
Please remember to bring your current membership card and ID. Okay. Mike, your table's back there in that quadrant. In the bar.
Do they have the balancing Spanish?
I'd like to caution all the microphones on. It picks up a lot. Not this one, that one. Are there any outstanding ballots? Are there any more ballots out there?
Like your name's all over that now. Mayor, secretary. We gotta figure out which one you
Fritz, that's cool. That's
Last call for ballots. Last call for ballots. And we will resume the meeting. And the ballots are counted. We will break where we are. So if you would please find your seats. Don, would you go with him, please, so that we can have our adjutant Renee? Thank you, sir. Okay, let's resume our meeting. Our printer is low, very low on, as it turns out, ink. So we will have to forego our finance reports. I will tell you that in the Post checking account, as of the end of the month, it was $11,299.75. In the savings account, it was $27,693.03. As of as of this afternoon, you should have back there the accounts. As of this afternoon, the Post checking account reads $19,262.64. The savings account reads $27,692.03. Because of low ink supplies, we were not able to print a P&L for this month, but I will make that available, and I'll get you a report from our finance officer. So please look for that in our MailChimp. That will give a description of what's funds have been spent, and you can examine it for yourself. And I apologize that we've been hung up with this. Sometimes technology works wonders, and sometimes it just messes everything up. So, pending audit, and I know that you don't have anything to base this on except what I'm telling you now. Those are the amounts that are in our accounts. The amounts that are in the other committees will also be presented to you so that you can see that. I would ask that the committees, when they're presenting their finance reports, that they do a P&L, so we can see where the money is going, where the money is coming from. You cannot rely on the Post printing up just where the bank accounts are by where they are in the bank. And I also apologize for my fuzzy-headedness. I'm on some new drugs for cancer, and I'm hoping they'll work out better than the last ones. So I will entertain a motion to accept the numbers that I've given you, pending my sending a full report to all members. Thank you, James. Second? Glenn? Okay. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Nay. Carries. And I sincerely apologize. Operations and membership, Roy.
I think we've really done well with membership and renewals and all that this past year. And July 1st, we start all over again. But we have 371 renewals, 50 new members. Good work, guys. 33 paid up for life, and 3 transfers in for a total of 457. And that's higher than our goal was for the year. So we've done real well. So give yourselves a round of applause.
Legion Riders, Daniel?
Delegated.
Kate?
Delegated. Happy birthday.
I know.
Yeah, he likes to delegate his responsibilities.
That's right.
So for the riders, we did gain 2 new members this past month, so we now have 44 members, which includes 29 Legion, 16 Sons, and 8 Auxiliary. The finance report is stuck with the whole printer situation. Americanism, so during our May ALR meeting, we had 7 riders report with over 5,000 miles and 162 hours. As far as activities, I just wanted to thank everybody for their participation and support of Ride for America. Even with the questionable weather, I think we had a very successful event, and we hope that if you weren't able to make it out this year, even just to come watch the bikes leave, try to come see it next year. It is an amazing sight to see. We just thank you, everybody. That's my report.
Thank you. Website, public information, sign maintenance, buildings, grounds, etc. Steve?
All right, if y'all noticed the porch on the back deck and everything over here has been painted. And the dilapidated, what do you call it, the awning overhang over it, all that's been repaired and painted. We're in the process of getting the leaking soffits and damaged rotted soffits and everything repaired on the Bobby Goss Pavilion. Just maintenance that needed to be done. We got a very good price on getting that done, and it's being knocked out. We are awaiting a final proposal from another roofer. They came out and did a pull test on the roof for the training building, the youth building. And once we get that, we'll be able to sit down with the board and go over all the proposals with all their warranties and promises and everything else, and be able to go through there and make a educated decision of what to do there. We've also, for Family Day and everything, we got the sinks hooked up down at the Bobby Goss Pavilions. So we had a very successful Family Day, first one. For those of you that came, those of you that didn't, you missed out on a great time. Again, the public came out here and supported us tremendously. We really appreciate that. Thank you. That's my report.
Okay, any questions? Okay. Sons of American Legion?
No report tonight, sir.
Thank you, sir. Blood drives, Jerry?
Our last drive, we only had 28 donations. We had 9 to 12 because of the whole blood there process. 12 that did not show up. So we were lucky to have 28. On this drive, we got August 6th.
August 5th?
6th.
August 6th. It's the next blood drive. I'm sorry. I can't hear that well up here. Telegard, anything on?
We had 2 events except the last meeting. So we're still waiting for them.
Right. Thank you, sir. Special events, Stan?
You want to give a report on the 4th? Sorry.
I don't have that sitting right here with me, but Stan's working to get things going. Membership drive is part of our 4th of July, and that starts what time? 9 o'clock. So if you know some folks that are veterans and are eligible to be members, invite them to come and be a part of it. We've had some wonderful donations that were given to provide the food. And so when pigs fly, right when pigs fly is going to be providing barbecue, and it will be, you're invited to partake with no cost. Okay, and we will have all kinds of patriotic things that are going on here. We present quilts. It will be a great day for America.
It will be, and thank you, because actually the commander gets to choose what we do on that day. He tells me what he would like to see, and so far we've been able to fulfill his wishes. He's picking some very nice things. Also, I'd like to say thank you a number of times for the support that this post gave Ride for America on such a bad day. or such a day that was supposed to be bad, and the weatherman missed it. So if he had not put out, if he had put out the kind of weather we actually had, instead of having roughly 400 riders, just under 400 riders, we would have had 1,000 riders. So, you know, it makes a big, big difference when it rains with motorcycle riders. But thank you as the post for coming out, and I kind of promised you that we would have a parking spot for you with that golf cart, 2 golf carts running back and forth. I think we did the best we could do. So thank you, Roy and Jack, for doing that. So that's my report, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that golf cart made a difference. We really appreciate that. Children, Youth, Schools, and Champs, 40 and 8. Paul, it's good to see you again, Paul.
Champs, there's nothing going on, school's out, so the next school year, they'll be kicking back in, so it'll go from that place. And 48, next week we'll have our elections for our Chippewa and all that stuff. So
What night will that be, Paul, for your elections? Tuesday?
The second Tuesday is when we have ours.
Okay, elections for 40 and 8, Tuesday here? Or down there, right, in the meeting room? What time, 7?
Well, it's gonna be in the middle of the day, lunchtime.
Oh, that's right. It's at noon. They're doing it when it's a smart time of day. You don't have to fight traffic so much, and certainly don't have car lights. Civil Air Patrol, Eric Townsend. He had to go out. I think he had to go back down there. Legislative is Tom Williams. There's something that's important that's happened for our post legislatively, and it affects every single post that does bingo. Governor Kemp signed into law House Bill 455 on May the 12th. And that impact is going to be built in every single post or whatever voluntary entity that has bingo. What they've done is they've jacked up the amount of prizes that you can be awarded, the monetary amount. They've also increased the number of times that you can have sessions, and they've increased the amount of money that you can pay the much belabored bingo workers, which is good. But I want you to think about this. I want you to read the bill. It's HB 455. It was enacted after the legislature sent it to Governor Kemp, and it is now law. And it has a serious impact on how is this going to work for us, for this post. You have to take in consideration kitchen, bar, personnel. We are not ignoring it. That means that when it falls in, actually in that being enacted, it's 30 days from the date of his signature. His signature was May the 12th. So we are working closely with Karen to determine how it's going to best suit us and best suit our customers, because we don't want to lose any of our patrons that come here to play. This is a great place to play bingo. It's clean. We have good food. We have a good rapport with the folks who come here. They're almost like family to us. We know all of them. So we want to serve their needs, but we also want to be sure that the post is protected financially. So that you'll find out about probably in a week. John Spudik, VA Volunteer Services. Next. Unfinished business. We have one representative that we are sending to Boise State, Alexander Keaton. He leaves this Sunday, June 7th. In case you don't know what Boise State is, it's a wonderful opportunity for our rising senior with a 3.0 GPA or higher to go and create the 51st state from bottom up. And where they were like a big fish in a small pond, when they get to Valdosta and they start working with these other folks, they found out that they're just another fish in a big pond. So Roy Acord brought that student to us. You want to speak to that, Roy?
Alex is a member of our church and a fine young man, to say the least. I did all his driving lessons, and that was a pleasure. He was a very good driver. But Alex is in line to go to the Naval Academy. And this is how great Boise State is, because there was an event related to the Naval Academy the same period of time. And they came back and told him that Boise State would benefit him more than going to this Naval Academy event. So that tells you how important it is, and the fact that we really need to recruit more people to attend that event. So be thankful for Alex and the fact that he's going. He's a great young man.
All right, thank you, Roy, for bringing Alex to us. We'll look to reading him when he comes back and finding out about his experience. Any other unfinished business? Old business? Any old business? Okay, new business. On June the 26th, 27th, and 28th, the Department of Georgia Conference is going to be held at Sonesta Suites in Duluth. We are allotted 23 delegates to vote on nominations for department officers and any changes to the Constitution and bylaws that are being presented. This is the time when you actually can have a voice in what goes on in the state. And 23 is a lot of delegates. And so we are one of the largest posts in our district. I think only Conyers, post 77, is larger than us in our district. And their vice commander came over here this past Friday and enjoyed a music bingo and a hamburger, and we talked about all this stuff. So I'm gonna ask that before you leave, and it is tradition here, that the post will pay your $20. But if you want to be a delegate, the main day that you have to be there is Saturday, the 27th. The 26th is when they kind of get together across with the state officers and decide a lot of stuff, as the past commanders would tell you. The 27th is where all the big business stuff happens on that Saturday. It starts early in the morning, about 9 o'clock. I can send you the full schedule, or you can go online. It's already there, kind of. They're using 2025, but they said until they get the new one posted, that they're using 2025 schedule. So we would love to have you, but we would need your names so that we can pay for it. But once we pay for you, you gotta go or pay us back. That's it. So, okay, so you can see one of us, and I'll remind you at the end of the meeting to be a part of this state voting, the whole process, and to find out what's going on there. I invite you to be with those of us who have to be there. New business. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the clothes needed to be there? Clothes attire to be there?
The attire. You need to wear American Legion attire. Okay? You need to wear the shirts, your American Legion shirts or hat. You are representing your post when you go to one of these things. We can be very, very casual here, but when you go there, be a little bit more than dressing down. It's an important thing. It happens just a few times a year. But you'll get to know the state officers and get to be able to put a name and a face together. and I highly recommend it. Okay, especially if you are a new officer, that you would be advised to go. But see me afterwards, so I'll know who to put on the list, and we'll write a check for those folks. But we have up to 23.
Bear with me.
Okay. So you have a new business. Do we have anything for the good of the order? Yes, sir, James.
A couple of Saturdays ago, we put out over 21,000 flags at Georgia National. This coming Saturday, if you'd like to participate, particularly some of the young people groups, starting time is 10 o'clock at Georgia National. Thank you very much.
What date is that, sir?
Saturday. Thank you, sir. It's this Saturday.
This Saturday, yes.
Taking the flags down. Anything else? And that's, everyone knows where that is, right? In Canton. Okay. Anything else for the good of the order? Okay, I want to say thank you to the current officers, the Legion auxiliary officers, and the post staff for the incredible job you did on Family Day. I also want to say many thanks to Aaron Newman and Steve Nalbandian for the CPR certification classes they've organized. They're not free, but you can go to the certification classes. Just watch for when they're going to be up and running. I'd also like to express my thanks to all those who are responsible for helping Karen Holcomb with the crosses this past Memorial Week and Day, and for the preparation of the crosses, both the putting the crosses out and taking the crosses up. We really appreciate that effort, which oftentimes goes unheralded, and it is highly appropriate that we would do that. We added a number of crosses this year. And in spite of what's going on next door, we were able to put these crosses out in a way that made sense all the way around, all around our cannon and down the street. So thank all of you on behalf of the Post, on behalf of all the work that Karen does as well. If there's nothing else for the good of the order, we'll move for adjournment. Huh? As soon as they get the vote. It must be a very complicated vote. Did they leave? No. We are asking the adjutant to go see how close we are with the vote count. Just be at ease, you can talk.
They need more toes to count.
They need
Yeah.
5 minutes. They're recounting to be accurate.
Oh, shit. Right after
Just to keep us entertained, probably our oldest member actually won the meals. He did have the colored writer's report, Joe Bloom. Joe, you could come up here and give us a thank you speech or something like that. It might take up more than 5 minutes, probably.
Good evening again. This is your reminder that we're still under the rules of decorum. I know the official meeting has ended, but I would ask that you please, as Ron reads these results, that everybody keep their calm and keep it together. I will tell you that I watched the votes be counted twice, and I certify these as done correctly. And I thank Ron and the other gentleman who helped count. Thank you both.
The meeting is not ended.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Tom. We were waiting for you.
Who told us? You told us the meeting was over.
Good evening, everyone. So here are the official results of the elections. So the executive committee members at large automatically in. We have 5 members. We have 4 nominations. So all of those members are now part of your executive committee. Okay. Your new.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So for the upcoming year, the post 233 finance officer. That's not last name, sorry.
What are you looking for?
First name, so this one. We wrote down the last name, so just make sure I got it right. This person.
Don't write the color.
Okay, post 233 finance officer for the upcoming year is Steve Perry. Okay, position of vice commander for the upcoming year. Your new vice commander, Sam Dober. For the position of senior vice commander, your new senior vice commander is Jeff DeVries. And their coming year, your new post 233 commander is Mike Madsen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ron and committee, for your service. And now we will move to adjournment. Call for the chaplain.
Very quickly, and Chris will be glad to hear this, I had lunch today with one of our previous senior vice commanders, Marcy Hood, and he's improving, but still has cancer. So it was good to have lunch with him and be with him. But, you know, still, if you guys have someone that you want us to mention in prayer, you know, please bring that to me before the meetings, and so we can remember those guys. Anyway, let me end the meeting by saying thank you for having me. Let's bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we come back to you again tonight, give you praise and ask you that you continue to bless all the outgoing people that have done such a good job at this post, and we want to pray very hard for the new people that are coming in, and we hope that they can perform as stated before, and please be with them. Be with all of our military that's scattered across this great world, and not only them, but their families too, and be with all of us on our way home tonight. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. Cover. Ron, would you please recover the POW? Okay, till we meet again, let us remember our obligation to our country can be fulfilled only by the faithful performance of all duties of citizenship. Let service to the community, state, and nation be ever a main objective of the American Legion and its members. Let us be ever watchful to the honor of our country, our organization, and ourselves, that nothing shall swerve us from the path of justice, freedom, and democracy. Captain of the Color Guard.
The flag of our country to remain its place of honor and right hand salute.
Please don't forget that if you want to be a delegate, I've got a piece of paper here for you to sign, and we will pay for your attendance. I now declare this meeting a post 233, American Legion Department of Georgia.